is pretty decent, but
even the Braum is like, yes, he can jump around a bit, but he always wants to be in front, and there will be people behind him.
Here he is there.
Morgan.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble here. He's going to be run down. There's first blood, just straight up, and he was trying to push in the wave. Unfortunately, he should have known that he was in kill pressure.
Yeah, the execute for the Nidalee on her Cougar form Q, very threatening. And the thing is, look, this is not a fun lane for Yorick. This is not a lane you're going to win. You are going to get pressured throughout, but you should not be getting solo killed at level 4. It's going to be blunt.
Yeah. Not something that should happen. Meanwhile, we do have a very sneaky, okay, flash coming in. Zeka actually goes down. And Closer, down his flash. He's got a blast plant, though. And he's going to actually
be out
of this one.
Out.
The disengage cone saves another one.
So well played there by Closer. But it's not just top lane.
Yeah. Nidalee in this case does not have smite.
Yeah, and also doesn't quite do enough execute damage to out-damage the smite.
Closer still pressuring. With the grubs spawning now. Viper heading forward. Palu's taking a beating in this one, as we did expect. The root comes down, and Palu, one auto will get him, and that is it. Viper and Delight put 2 and 2 together. Now Hype, though, looking for the kill. Flash forward. There it is. Collects it. That's going to feel pretty good for Hype.
Hype
level 6.
Well,
and he's going to ult into Delight. That was never really going to kill him. Not sure about that one. Delight's still holding on a flash as well. Fight here over the grubs, but Hanwha Life know that they just lost that mid fight, so just going to back away from that. Delight going in. Hype in a lot of trouble. He will be rooted down, and with flash and heal, they should have enough damage, and there you go.
Hina takes it, though. I think they definitely wanted to give it over to Zeka, who needs an injection of gold. Have a potential fight here. Zeus has no TP. Now that is Morgan, yeah, in a 4v4, I think Bro feel pretty good about this.
Yeah, especially with the aggro from the Drake. Going on a Pita, he's already taken a bunch of damage. And Bro just going to go into the pit. Krako and Closers. It's going to come down to a fight. Peanut going to totally whiff on that one, and now I think they just got to try to look for the smite steal or go away, as it is going to go the way of Nefarian. Peanut just gets charms. Heal comes through. Closer and Krako going in. They do collect the one, but they're in a really bad spot. As down will go Closer. That's a shutdown over to Viper. And Krako as well will be put into the pockets of Viper.
Doesn't have a Bloodthirsty yet. The acceleration from those kills means that Viper has his Triforce and he's just putting pressure down.
So Zeka dashed in when Nefari's here. He's going to ult. It does get hit by the Nefari. And Zeka now going to get flashed on. Down he goes. The ult comes through. And Krako goes in on to Peanut. Doesn't really have any chance of beating this one.
We have for this player pretty underwhelming.
Yeah, like you said, maybe he's just not playing a lot of Yone nowadays, because
neither mid laner here, but they both have TP. Zeus isn't here yet as well. I think HLE have to let this one go.
Yeah, gonna have to give it up. See Viper trying to poke, but again, shield available for Hype now with his BT.
And now Herald goes down mid. We'll pick up the mid tier 1. This is a great look for Bro.
Yeah.
Degon is probably so enthusiastic right now.
For a good reason. They just gotta solidify their... Look at him! He's so happy! We get the ult into the Braum, who's getting speared in the side by the Nidalee, though, and in goes Yone, and that'll be Zeka finally doing something. We get to zoom in onto Degon as it's all happening, and everything is falling apart. Everything is falling apart. It's still a 4v5, and Closer's got his ult. He's gonna do a bit of damage here to Zeka, who just ults away. Meanwhile, Zeus going in behind. He's going so deep for that. Takes out the AD carry. And Zeus says, I am the real AD carry in this game, buddy. And just taking their Yorick for a walk is the karma. Do they have the damage? Viper trying. But they certainly have the poke, they have the healing, they have the sustain, and they will look for this dragon.
Struggles of Ropan right there. Honestly, hard for me to focus on the fight when I was judging off the live Degon reaction. TP's coming in. HLE could end up in some trouble here.
Yeah, absolutely. You see Krako ultra available, trying to go in, but instead they're going to catch Closer, force the flash back. Palu as well, trying to hold the door. Morgan coming on in, and Zeka in a lot of trouble, but he gets the knockup. The slow comes in, and finally he gets bonked on the head. So the goes right, and in goes Krako. Goes untargetable. They get a double kill for Morgan, who did 6k damage in this fight. Oh, and the disengage. Oh, the triple! Morgan! Nobody can stop him. Quadra! Morgan going insane beast mode in this game.
We didn't have faith, but the bros did, and Morgan's Yorick stomping on HLE with the quadra kill. Well deserved as well, doing so much work in that fight, and I guess he just dipped them. 86 million things to block your Mystic shots. Every fight, look at the little hot dogs.
Yeah. The hot dogs go in, they go out. You can't explain that. They just don't die to Israel. They're not going to be able to do much about this. I wanted to say Rakan, Otacon in this one.
Well, it's a good pick up for HLE. Find a winner to start that one, and Bro are not ready to respond.
Yeah. If there was like a crab champion, like can Skarner get a hamburger?
Oh, you know what they should do? They should do that buff we're talking about, where the ghouls can proc Brawn passive, and then you can have the kebab Brawn skin.
There you go. Okay.
No?
I'm down with that. Closer. Getting everything in the kitchen sink being thrown at this guy, and finally he's taken out. Not by his own fault. I mean, he just couldn't get away after dodging almost everything.
Only so much you can do. Zeus losing in the side lane pretty hard right now. Crocker trying to clear the way. Polo is here. Viper still a threat. He's on a big item spike at the moment.
I'm glad it actually makes sense for once. Now that Neferi's back in the meta.
Well, in the meta for the first time ever. Yeah.
In the meta.
Oh, if anyone can do it, it's Viper.
We'll see the angle here. The charm comes through on Azeka already. Peanut trying to get in, but not exactly. Okay, he's walking up actually. TP comes in from Zeus, but he's just 80 Nidalee. Is he able to do anything in this one? He's doing a bit of damage, I guess, but Peanut can't get in. They just want to abandon ship, and Zeus has to flash out of this. Meanwhile, Viper thinking about it. He's getting up in their face. He's already playing against that wall very well. And he will arcane shift over, though. Here comes the ult, but immediately Mikhail's is used. And that's Infernal Soul points given over to Bro. Kroko goes in. This fight is still going. They want to take out Closer on the bottom side, and that is the first pick to Hanwha Life Esports. Bro, you got the objective. Why not just run away? The flash leaves Palu in a desperate situation. Oh! And he'll have to flash as well. Viper's really trying to solo carry this game.
Trying to find Hype that does force both summoners. Flash traded for the flash of Hype as well. And HLE finding some angles. Ult comes through. It's not going to connect. Hype has to move away though. Was watching.
Fight where Neferi's running around and nobody can really deal with her. It's going to be a big issue, not to mention the rest of the team. As we're just ulting in on a Morgan who is doing the red buff. I guess he's just dead here. A big shield does come through with the Sterix, but there's just no out for him. He doesn't have flash. It's just a free kill. And Bro, I mean, you're in a position to win this game. Shut down, catches up. A little bit of a ult here to try to save the turret. It's not going to work. You see that huge chunk of damage that comes out of them onto the turret. Zeka?
Oh, if Hype had ult!
Ooh!
If Hype had ult, that could have
used it on the wave.
Been a kill.
CP is, okay, it's fine. Charm, if it was timed correctly, would have just maybe killed Zeus.
Viper playing so aggressive here.
I mean, he got his own Kroko out of the pit. Otherwise, this is just going to be a straight-up flip. And really, that comes down to Viper's poke. Maybe Zeka can get on top of him. Or maybe it's just a straight-up flip. The ult comes in, and the ult goes in from Zeka. He catches them in the backside of that one. And in goes Zeus, just catching everyone with their pants down. They have nowhere to go and nowhere to hide from this Cougar. Zeus gets the triple kill. Meanwhile, Morgan's all alone on the bottom side. And it just doesn't matter. Nothing he can do. And HLE got the dragon, of course. Well, that was the fight that broke the Bros back.
Someone didn't pay that Bro tax. And HLE come through strong. A massive ult from Zeka to clutch that one out. Zeus there with the cleanup. And in the end, it is going to be a 2-0 for HLE. The streak continues for another series.
It really will. And Zeka, he got bullied the entire game. Catches Closer a couple of times in mid-game, and then one big ult at the end. They stack up for it, and yeah, Hype, there's nowhere for you to run. Kroko does eventually do some damage there at the end, but he's not going to feel good about that one, as Viper is dancing in front of their Nexus.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.